Hello student, this is Latif sir. Today I'll discuss about ICSE Class 6 Chemistry. The topic is Introduction to Chemistry. You know that your syllabus is completed for Unit 1. In Unit 1, for Unit 1 syllabus is the first chapter and second chapter only. I have completed both the chapters. Again, I am uh, now revising these two chapters. First, you have to read about the Introduction to Chemistry, and later I will revise the second chapter, Elements, Compounds, and Mixture. Okay. So in this chapter, we will learn about meaning of chemistry, development of chemistry, notable chemist or scientist, application of chemistry in our day-to-day life, food and chemistry, cosmetics and chemistry, clothing and chemistry, chemicals in medicine, chemicals in industry, chemistry and defense. You have already learned about these topics, but again I am repeating, and now you will learn in more detail. Okay. So first, meaning of chemistry and its importance. When we hear uh, the word chemistry, we start imagining big cylinders, liquids kept in different types of bottles, colorful gases, apparatus, symbol, explosions, laboratory, and so on. Chemistry is much more than that. Chemistry is concerned with everything around us. The air we breathe, clothes we wear, food we eat, water we drink, houses we live in, medicine we take, our bag, books, metabolic process such as digestion, photosynthesis, and respiration, all have direct connection with chemistry. Chemistry is one of the most important branches of science. I have told in the first video, chemistry is one of the most important branches of science. Chemistry is also used extensively in other disciplines such as physics, biology, geology, and geography. Everything on the earth is made up of matter, and matter is made up of atoms. I have told that matter is anything that has definite mass and contains a volume. Okay, so everything on the earth is made up of matter, and matter is made up of atoms. So in the whole world, everything is made up of atoms. Okay, and everything happening around us are somehow related to chemistry. So what is chemistry? So the definition of chemistry is the branch of science concerned with the substances of which matter is composed, the investigation of their properties and reactions, and the use of such reaction to form new substances. So what is chemistry? Chemistry is the branch of science concerned with the substances of which matter is composed, the investigation of their properties and reactions, and the use of such reactions to form new substances. Now, development of chemistry, a historical perspective. Chemistry has existed since ancient time. It originated from the word alchemy. Chemistry is originated from the word alchemy. You have to remember from which word chemistry originated. The answer is alchemy. Alchemy, which itself had its root in the Greek word chemia, chemia, okay, meaning the art of transmuting metals. Alchemy is the medieval uh, forerunner of chemistry, concerned with the transmutation of matter. An alchemist was a person who practiced alchemy. An alchemy was a person who practiced alchemy. This is an figure. This figure shows an alchemist. So, alchemists conducted experiment and recorded their result huh, meticulously to transform or create something through a seemingly magical process. An alchemist was also called a chemist, and later the suffix "ry" was added to describe the art of the chemist as chemistry. The art of alchemy first started with the ultimate goal of converting elements into gold using philosopher's stone. What is philosopher's stone? Philosopher's stone is a magical substance supposed to have the spiritual capability to change any metal into gold or silver, and according to some, to cure all disease and prolong life indefinitely. Okay, so what is a philosopher ring? A philosopher's stone. A philosopher's stone is a magical substance supposed to have the spiritual capability to change any metal into gold or silver, and according to some, to cure all disease and prolong life indefinitely. Alchemists were trying to discover the elixir of eternal life that would enable people to live longer. Although they could not succeed in this, they were successful to some extent in developing processes to extract metals and prepare alloys, which proved to be of great use. They also used secret code and symbol, which later translated into the modern representation of elements and compounds by symbol and formula. Okay, a basic chemical hypothesis was first given by Aristotle, a Greek philosopher. A basic chemical hypothesis was first given by Aristotle, a Greek philosopher. Stated that air, fire, earth, and water. Aristotle stated that air, fire, earth, and water were the fundamental element from which everything is formed as a combination. It is believed that the development of early scientific method was started by Javier Ibn Hayyan, known as Geber in Europe, in the 9th century. He was a Persian or an Arab chemist, and is also known as the father of early alchemist. So who is known as the father of early alchemist? He is Javier Ibn Hayyan. Okay, he introduced a systematic and experimental approach to scientific studies, and the modern alchemist dates back to the 17th century and is credited to Robert Boyle. Robert Boyle, who developed the scientific method further, and he is also regarded as the father of modern chemistry. So, who is the father of modern chemistry? Answer is Robert Boyle. Since then, chemistry has emerged very strongly in all aspects of our life. Alchemy was prevalent in ancient Egypt and China, from where it is spread subsequently in Europe. In ancient India, it was in practice mostly as a system of medicine called Ayurveda. To appreciate the knowledge of chemistry in olden time, let us consider the 7.2-meter tall iron pillar that stand near the Qutub Minar in Delhi. It was constructed in 400 AD during the reign of Chandragupta II of Gupta dynasty. It has remained it has remained as smooth and shining for over 1600 years. Is is not that amazing? Normally a piece of iron become rusted when exposed to air and moisture. Modern studies reveal that this 7.2-meter tall pillar near Qutub Minar, is made up of pure wrought iron with high content of phosphorus and low content of carbon and sulfur and manganese. This figure is iron pillar at Delhi. Huh. Uh, Fermenting food and drink, extracting metals from their ores, manufacturing glass and soap, and extracting plant components for medicinal purposes, record the knowledge of chemistry through different eras. Okay, thank you.